Footage airing for the first time on Catholic Television of San Antonio. Interview with Archbishop Gustavo the day following the tragic event of Robb Elementary School.
In general, the families, they didn't share much because, well, we understand that it's very difficult to articulate things. I met the families at the hospital. I met families before they were told. I met families that they knew in the hospital that their child didn't make it. So, but all the comments that I remember from them were in the direction of praying, say a prayer, pray for us. We need prayers, we need God, please. And some of them gave me the name of their children. So just for them even to ask, to say the name. I met the husband and the three children of the people, the husband of one of the teachers, Irma Garcia, and the man had a strong faith, young. The three were teenagers, two girls and a boy, and I was able to embrace them, but they didn't say much at all. I just say that I was praying for their mom and for them. I met the man who called 911, being at the campus. I met the driver, a lady that came to Mass yesterday, who drove the bus or the vehicle, taking the children from the school to the hospital. I met a person related with a person who took the pictures as his profession of the bodies, and she told me how traumatized he is. I met with a survivor student before the Mass tonight inside the rectory in a private place. She gave us the names of her friends. She witnessed the killing of her classmates. She told me that only 6 of them survived. The mother said, "Could you share with the Archbishop your experience with the one who was next to you?" And she said, "Oh yes." She just started and she couldn't end. But she said that her friend was next to her and she tried to help her. And she couldn't finish the sentence, and the mother finished it. But she was dead. So this is a child, you know. So, and then connections. The secretary here, and niece, was also affected in the shooting. There are some children that were parishioners here. The teacher was a parishioner from here. They're involved in Acts retreats in the core team. So, I mean, it's so much, you know. But more than knowing so much is how to be close to people, how to be there, how to walk with them, and how to respect their pace. You know, tonight somebody asked me and said, "Oh, are the families of the victims going to be here at the church?" I said, "No." "Oh, what's the disappointment? I said, they need their time. They had been going through so much, and they want to avoid the press. They want to avoid people asking them questions. They need their time. And so we need not to answer according to our ways, but to listen to them and to see what is what they need. And to walk on their rhythm. And somebody else asked me, oh, but so you feel you are making connection? Sure, I do. Maybe not according to some people, some books, but there is way to connect with people in no matter what is the circumstances. One member of the press asked me, this I'm sure has been the worst story that you have lived. And I said, no. Here they were in school, there are families. It's a horrible situation, horrible. I said, no, I was when I have to mediate with gangs, and they were killing families on one side or the other. That is an ugly environment, no matter where you look at it. This is people who were students, families, a town that was a peaceful town. I mean, and very painful, crucially painful. But there is always ways to connect. And above all, in my case, to be used. I want to be used. And God uses me, and people uses me, and the media uses me, and the politicians, they use me. I need to convey the values that we have received from Christ. We know God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We know that we're called to love one another, to respect each other, and that we need to help one another to go to heaven. And in any way that I can be used.
We know that Pope Francis made the remark that his heart was broken. Can you expound on that? It doesn't seem like, in my experience, it doesn't seem like there would be anything different that you would do in your process. Is there anything different that you do in your process of healing and helping the people that need the help? Is there anything different by making that kind of statement?
Well, is that sometimes we can convey our best for others when we hurt because they hurt. So it becomes creative. I mean, I didn't plan yesterday Mass the way it went, the Mass today. I was going to preach, and I didn't know I was going to base on the Scripture, but we become creative. So children are very difficult at this point for them to share. So I said, maybe some sign language. So you can do that. They can do that. They did it. They were conveying something. So we need to find new ways along the way, learning from what we hear, and trusting that God is, like we heard today in the homily, the Holy Spirit leads us, and so we should not be afraid. We need to cast out all fears and live.
And as far as everything that you've experienced today, any last reflections that you'd like to share What's the one thing that's affected you the most during this whole experience?
Is the goodness of people. In a tragedy like this, and goodness is pouring out, that people are good.